Hey, Previews World Tour, Jeffrey Allen here at San Diego Comic-Con, and I am talking to Mr. J.C. Vaughn. He is the Vice President of Publishing at Gemstone, and of course Gemstone puts out the Overstreet Price Guide. So, wanted to talk a little bit about this. This comes out every year, and you guys always do a massive unveiling, right?
Absolutely.
At San Diego Comic-Con. So, first of all, how is San Diego Comic-Con for you? Let's start with that. Let's do the formalities.
It is the monstrosity that it usually is.
Okay.
There's a lot of great panels here, and I end up participating in a lot of them.
Okay. Yeah.
The guide comes out, and that's always the big thing for the dealers and retailers down there and the collectors who are picking it up on day of release. Of course, it's in stores at the same time.
Right. Yeah. It came out Wednesday, right?
Came out Wednesday,
yeah.
and the good part there is the one version, the big Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide, our oversized one.
Mm-hmm.
We just got a report from Diamond that they've got about 6 copies left.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
That has moved incredibly well.
Already,
and it was looking at being sold out both from Diamond and Gemstone probably by next week.
And that's so there's multiple covers for these. We have the Van Sciver cover with the Flash and Green Lantern.
Absolutely.
Chaykin.
And Chaykin did American Flag 35th anniversary, which makes people like me feel old.
And what are the other two?
And we have Ryan Sook did an incredible Planet of the Apes cover that is just phenomenal, celebrating all 5 of the original movies. It's their 50th anniversary. And we also have available only from the Hero Initiative a fundraiser cover that is Joe Jesko doing Thanos. That's limited to 500 hardcover copies, and all the money from that goes to the Hero Initiative, which is the 501c3 charity that raises money for comic creators in need.
And the one that sold out is the Buffy cover.
The Buffy cover is the Big, which is the oversized limited edition. It features Buffy the Vampire Slayer by George Jante, inked by Carl Story. And it is always produced as a limited edition, but this year it really seems to be moving very fast. And it's the first year we produced it as a square bound rather than a spiral bound, but it still lays flat and open, which is what the dealers and high-end collectors really like about it.
Awesome. So, for those who are not familiar with the Overstreet Price Guide, right, what can they regularly expect? Before we talk about the features, like what is the Overstreet Price Guide?
Sure. Every year since 1970, when Bob Overstreet started the book, the Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide has come out with what is a survey, a snapshot of the market right now for these things. The collectible comic books in a variety of grades, because the grade, of course, makes a difference in how much somebody's willing to pay for a back issue. But we have market reports from leading retailers, we have analysis from Bob Overstreet, and we have all the prices. Those you'll find them there every year.
Okay, awesome. So let's talk a little bit about what's inside.
In this issue in particular, we're honored to have an article by former DC Comics president and publisher Paul Levitz detailing the 80th anniversary of Action Comics #1.
Yeah, it's a big one this year.
Superman. It's huge. And anytime we can get, Paul is a longtime Overstreet advisor, a very serious comic collector himself, comics historian, super knowledgeable guy, and who better to do that kind of article than
absolutely.
him. So it's really great. We also have an article on the history of Planet of the Apes in comics.
Right, because they also have an anniversary, right?
Yeah, it's their 50th anniversary of the original film coming out. We have several new entries in the Overstreet Hall of Fame. We have a commemoration of the 35th anniversary of American Flag, which of course was a very groundbreaking comic. And we also have the 1968 Marvel expansion, which sort of gets overshadowed by the original Silver Age stuff. But the expansion was Marvel moving a big step toward the Marvel we knew in the 70s and 80s. Came from that expansion in 1968, and a great article by Charlie Nowitzki from the Hero Initiative, who's a regular contributor to the guide.
Okay, that's awesome. So you get like a lot of, not only do you get like a lot of like valuable information if you're a collector, but you also get tons of history, like with each edition of the Overstreet, and this of course is the 48th edition.
Absolutely. When you get the guide over a protracted period, you really do get more than just the snapshot of right now about comics history and where comics as a whole are as a marketplace. You can see the changes year to year when you watch this, and the great thing about it is so widely accepted that you've got a really good baseline going in. That doesn't mean that it's a price list. You go in and the retailer's going to have it for exactly what we have.
Right, of course.
But it's a really good guide, as it says, to the marketplace.
Right. I mean, it helps sellers, it helps buyers.
Oh, absolutely. And you'll find it used by both.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, so, J.C. Vaughn, Thank you very much for coming
Thanks,
out.
man.
The 48th edition of the Overstreet Price Guide is available in comic shops now. Be sure to pick it up.
Hey Previews World, would you like to win a copy of next month's Previews catalog? Comment below with what comic you're reading right now, and one lucky winner will receive a free copy of the upcoming Previews catalog.